There we go. No, I am. I've got some future parts. Life is doing some upgrades for my computer. Set up, and then on our way to getting my booty hole. That's probably what's happened. But I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'll pass. Got it. I remember playing as this guy, but I feel like that's going to be a. Wait, they have levels on them now? Huh. That line. Just, I don't even remember how to play this. Uh. Deathmatch. I'm gonna go to the firing ring. I can get used to this game. See, they kind of make the firing range a lot better. I don't know. Pinches. They're heavies. If I remember right, it was like, I liked using this one. Yeah, 20. Oh, because it's more of a carbine. Okay. Round burst. That's kind of cool. Throwing knife. Oh man. Dude, that does so much damage. Okay. Not accurate, is it? Drop on it's pretty bad. Yeah. See if I can hit a moving target. Oh, it doesn't go that far. Woman! I believe I can fly. Wait, where are we going? Oh. Ooh, so I can hit it. Oh, that was so close. Oh, man. This training area is pretty cool. Yeah, I keep forgetting there's bullet drop and stuff in this one. Alright. A 50 cal? Damn! I believe I can. Is there fall damage? No? Oh, alright. I gotta relearn some of these things. Ah, so they have a different. I was only familiar up to this. That's still the same. Knockdown shield. Sentinel. You. I assume you're a sniper. Yeah, you are. Wait, the wingman's considered a marksman?
I'm out of sniper ammo.
Oh, this is the shotgun one.
I'm out of shotgun ammo. I'm out of shotgun ammo.
Impressive. I just don't remember a lot of these guns. Oh, dude, the Spitfire. Oh, I remember this gun. I used to use this like all the time in like Titanfall. Carbine. Carbine was good.
I'm out of light ammo. Ugh.
Dude, okay. I'm ready to get my butt handed. I suppose. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Works for me. Does it not tell you when you're talking? Very interesting. Wow, I have like nobody. I always liked playing as him. I was not very good with him, but I liked playing with him. See how badly I get my booty hole handed to me. At least I have my coffee at the worst. It's come to worst, man. I have my coffee. Takes forever to get to a match, I guess. That'll be okay, though. Goodness. I'll just go alone. Dang. Maybe one day we'll find a match. I might just have to end up playing the other game I was. Fine. I guess I'm gonna go to the other game I was planning on doing. Auto replay. I don't. Nice. Oh. That poor car. Nice. There's some settings. Yeah. Let's see these things. Music. There we go. There we go. Get you backups. Working. Well, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. I don't know. Fun. Why not? Great for beginners, more priority money and less spending, of course. I guess normal. And it wouldn't be the first time I've played something like this. Approach the phone, right? Take this. See how well this goes. Approach the throat finder. Take off the timing. Ah. Ah. Kind of. Ah, it's just slow. Okay. Interesting. But no. Alright. It is. Oh, oiled. Oh. God. Okay. Well, that's okay. I understand now. S- Okay. Man, zombie makes. But I like it. I know almost nothing going in, and that's usually how I like to play my game. Uh, Guess it just doesn't tell you. I guess that's what it tells you. How's the tire? Alright. At least they're nice enough to let you do it that way. Where's the tire changer? Tire change? Hey, it's just like what I had at work. God, if only it was that easy when I worked there. It was a pain in the butt. Open time menu. Ah. God, I wish it was that easy. Because I used to work in a plant that you done this production. Oh, thank God they have a wheel balancer. Something I understand. Yep, this reminds me of my job. Only it's a lot quicker. Approach the car suspension. Yeah, I'm starting to get this now. Oh, we gotta do it side too? Off the wheel. Okay, I know what I'm doing now, by God. Off the... Okay. That seems like that should have had a lot more to twist off. I'm concerned at how easily some of these suspension parts are coming off. Let's see. Spring pull. Ah. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. Uh. Yeah. Very. Okay, I'm understanding this now. Very weird though. Just don't like how let's go in. Weber. It's like they have like half a turn on them. And I feel like that's just not safe. I just have a feeling. Our status. Ooh. Order. And finish. Oh, so that was everything we... Finish the order. Basic tutorials complete. Oh, thank God they have tutorials for later. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know, man. Probably gonna need a tutorial later. My luck. Heck yeah, we got a shop going now. My phone. I was passing by and noticed repair shops. I take. Oh, alright. Repair with parts in the store. I want to take this one. I'm curious. Let's see. Let's start. That's a plus. Move cart. Screwed up. Oh, you don't have to hold it. Yo, let's see what your workup is there, buddy. Status. Change coolant fluid. Drain old and refill with. Oh, that's not bad. I can do that. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, no. I skipped a part. To rain. Yeah. Get out that horrible green liquid and add some more green liquid. Good lord. Ended. This will slowly make sense to me. Hopefully. Either that or we're gonna stop. Accidentally start a really good chop shop. Which is always the goal. Is that it? Divided. We get nothing out of it. I get a little bit. Oh, okay, cool. Might as well take the... Ooh! Subaru looking car. I bet it's gonna have a shitty engine. Oh! Man, you want some car with that rust? Oh, what do we got? Change brake fluid, lint, steering fluid. So it's just change. Fine. Let's get it. We can do this. Maybe. Unless they try to hide some stuff. So... Rain. Gonna drain all the fluids out of the car. Or I guess we could... That'd probably be... That would probably be a smarter idea. I never claimed to be a very smart man. At least they don't penalize you for overfilling. What did it all want? It wanted coolant, power steering. Okay, where's the power steering? Oh, I assume it's there. Yes. God, I hate to say it, but most of my knowledge of car stuff comes from when I worked at a auto parts store. I was never really, other than doing the basics to a vehicle, I was never... I do have a project car, and hopefully one day I'll actually get to do it. There we go. Bam. I think all these things are really close together. Wow, that drained fast. Oh no, we don't want to unmount that, please. Now we're on a roll. I halfway know what I'm doing. We're gonna make that money, make a chop shop, have a dandy of a day. Seems like we need to make some money. We'll get much faster at this though. I know there's upgrades. I was saying Sean said there were upgrades. Oh, you butt. A very weird coolant tank. Looks like a colon. You know what it looks like. No, after this stream tonight, I gotta work on that computer some more. Yay! I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely am. I love getting new PC parts. Let's see. Did I get everything? Hell yeah! Finish that order. Yeah, we're making that shmoney. Isn't there an upgrades menu? Something? Over here? Oh no, that's how you get stuff. I could have sworn I seen Sean had an upgrade menu. I have no idea where it is though. Oh, toolbox! Alright. Okay, that's all really expensive. And I have no skill points. Able to fix parts from one increased chance of okay. Speed, increased mounting and mounting parts. Ooh, parts discount? Dude, that'd be sick. I think I move at a pretty good pace. I'm not about it. What do you need? Brake problems. Hell yeah, give me that. I bet you need brake pads. I think. Or some form of brake pad. Well, let's see what you need there, buddy. ABS pump. 2 brake calipers. Disc brake fin. Okay. Up you go. Now let's see. It doesn't really tell me. Oh no, actually that looks great. Okay, brake calipers. I assume we'll be replacing that one and this one. Okay. Oh, now we're doing actual jobs. Oh my. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. Because I'm assuming. Oh, the ropers. Brake disc ventilated. Okay, well, that's not really how I would say it, but alright. Brake pads are, I guess, okay. I can tell this one's gonna be. Okay, so we found this then. Brake disc. Brake disc. I wonder if they're talking about brake pads. So I assume this is what we need. But I assume to get that off, we gotta get this stuff off. It's gonna be my thought on that. Okay. So break. A ventilated one? Wow, that's expensive. Part. I think that's all this side needs. No. That back on. Worst come to worst, we'll have to reduce some of this. I'm fine with that. We are learning. And I really need to learn how to move the camera around. Oh, man. That fix our one problem. Aha, it did. Okay. Gotta find a disc brake. Calipers, but I don't know. I was thinking it was this one, but I don't. Yeah, because that one looks really good. That one looks bad. Oh, I might have just made my life more difficult. Okay. I think I was supposed to take that thing off. It will. We'll get there. Where are the other? Oh my god. You're coming with me because I'm assuming for something I need to replace. So I need a brake caliper. Well, hello, Doctor. How are you doing today? And we want that. Yes, how are you doing this fine day? I can't really complain. I just bought a bunch of computer parts today, so I'm pretty happy. Of course, I wasn't very happy with the case I bought to start out with, because I really wanted the case I bought. But, it didn't come with a manual, and when I looked up the manual online, it was kind of shit. So I had to look up review guides to figure out how to remove some stuff. Let's see. But I still like the case, so that's, I guess I need to look at this. Yeah, we found one of the calipers. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, we got it. Like, right now it's sitting on my countertop, because like I have like an island. And I'm slowly building it together, but I'm upgrading everything on my computer minus my GPU, so I can make better stuff. Hey, that's not what we do. Yeah, pretty much like I'm gonna be going from a 10850K Intel to. Oh, you're fine, man. I understand people's got things in life. At the end of the day, I just do this for fun. Plus, I was going to game anyway, so you know, it's one of those things. But hopefully, family stuff went well. I know how that could be. Let's see. Brake caliper. I don't know where the ABS pump is. I'm gonna have to find that. Brake. I got that. Disc. Brake disc. Oh, okay. So it's just not a fancy one. Gotcha. Really weird. I guess you would have most of your braking on the front. I can understand that. You know, this car is costing me a lot of money, buddy. You better pony up. Let's see. Parts. Okay. Pads. Which probably told them to get new brake pads. That's just me. Most of my knowledge of doing what I'm doing right now is from the parts store I used to work at. Man, I hated working there though. Like, it was like my college job. And like, the people there were nice, but the company was kind of meh. Especially how they wanted us to do upselling. I was mad at them. ABS pump. If I was an ABS pump, where would I be? I assume Assume you're in the engine bay. Let's bring you down. Let's see if I'm. Well, okay. There's. I don't like working on actual cars very much, but I like doing the simulators of working on cars. It's kind of dumb. Mostly because it's quicker and it's something that I can just look at and be like, oh yeah, I know it's probably this or that, or because it's one of those things. Like I don't like working on cars. Do I know how for the most part? Yeah. Can I? Sure. Do I want to? Not really. Like I've learned enough that like if I run into a problem with my car, it's like, all right, well it's probably because this is happening and whatever, and I'm like, all right, then I'll fix it. But where is? Well, there's the ABS pump. See, they wanted ABS pump. Well, there's the module. The pump. Okay, so we gotta take you off. Give me your pumps, You have lost your braking privileges. I like how they have some of this. Oh, that whole thing's the pump. Wow, alright. Yeah, no, I don't know, I like playing these kind of games. Yes. That's not ABS. What in the world are you? I'm sorry, game, but those are not shock absorbers. Pump. Need a lot of water pump. Not have an ABS pump? Missing something here. Could you imagine I'm not high enough level to have water pump? I don't see an ABS pump. Oh no. I might have accepted a job that I can't finish. Okay, maybe it's not considered what I think it should be. Now we gotta play find the part. Really? Yeah, it's right there. Added to list. Can I just search up with my list? Wait a minute, do I really not have... Oh, it might be in a different... It's weird though, why wouldn't it be in there? Electronics maybe? No. God damn it. We'll figure this out. Wouldn't be a shop, wouldn't be body, maybe a tune-up thing? And that would be really dumb though. Yeah, no, it's not. I wonder if I took a job that I just don't have the parts for. Ooh, those are kind of cool. Because it's not electronic. It's got to be somewhere in here. I mean, there's all the brake stuff. What would an ABS be under? I don't know. I would have thought it would have been under braking. Unless I'm missing something. The drive linkage. Imagine I took this job and it's like, yeah, you're not actually a high enough level to actually do this job. It's weird. Let me, I'm gonna go to Google. Yeah, no, I don't need to know where to replace it. Buy it. Okay, now select products from. Go to the electronics shop? But I was just there. What in the world is this? Am I just blind? Oh my god, I'm just blind. Ugh. God, that's me playing games in a nutshell. I'm a blind man. Let's install a part. Yes. Of course, we want to put the fancy schmancy one back on there. I mean, I would probably suggest replacing the ABS module, but hey, you do you, bud. Is that everything for you? Hell yeah! Finish that job. Get out of here. Why do I feel like I spent so much more money than what they gave me on that? I guess we'll do a story car, maybe. Yeah, because that's another brakes car. We'll take you in, buddy. If that's... Why is all these cars so rusted? It's curious. To the lift with you. And you just needed... Yeah, you've got a lot of miles on you. Oh, it was a lie. They wanted so much stuff. Oh no. It just said something about an oil change. What kind of crap is this? Oh no. Okay. I know. Brake fluid change. I was just passing by. God damn it. Oh man, I hope I have enough money for all this. Okay. You suck, car. I'm gonna deal with the tires first. How much are tires? They're like... What kind of tires are they supposed to have? I mean, we could put off-road tires on it. I don't know if it matters. You're coming with me, buddy. We got some separation to do. It's gonna take all of your tires. I already know that I'm gonna have to do this. I mean, I guess I'll do it with the off-road tires because they're cheap. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're fine. The good news is now that I get all this off, I can actually figure out what the other stuff is. Of course, if they make me do a fuel tank like you're supposed to, I might cry a little bit. That's gonna suck. Fuel like pumps suck, man. Like you gotta drop the tank and freaking... Ah, man. Alrighty. So, oh, you got drum brakes. That's cool. Okay. And just to verify before I spend money, you... Standard tires. What's the standard tire? Oh, they're only 60? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta know all this stuff? No. Let's see. Oh, no. Little... From the last... Okay. So... I have to remember how to do, like... How to do tires. Like a... Like add this to my... It's been so long since I've had to deal with like properly dealing with tires. Yeah. Good thing I have Google. Yeah. Let's see. First and five. Island. Guys. Okay. All the same. Right. I hated dealing with tires too. So, so doing a lot of that. 2, 5, 75, 50. What? Oh. Okay. That's pretty realistic then. I kind of like that. I need 4 of you. God, you're expensive. This car's gonna bankrupt me. Okay. I used to do this for a job too, like 10 hours a day. Because I used to work for one of the suppliers of a car manufacturer, and I was part of the quality team, and we dealt with the rims and tires, so we had to like mate them, weight them, and send them out, you know. And I'm very familiar with this process. I had to do it a lot. I've probably done this in dealing with the weight balancer like 50 to 60 times plus a day. So like whenever I see these machines, I was like, ah, I'm home. Because of how much I've done them. Like, I know how to deal with these. Yes. Bam. But man, let me tell you, I wish it was that easy to put this shit on at work. Because it's not that easy. Only if only. Yeah, if I could hit a few buttons and it would just like, shing, there you go. Whew. I'll tell you what, the off-road tires were even worse. At least we'll have some tires to sell, I guess. So I started with, what, 46,000 or 4,600? Hope I end with much more than that. Maybe we'll hit 5 grand. Because I don't really understand how the money works in this game. We gotta balance stuff. God forbid. Yeah, this is fairly accurate. Yeah, I'm familiar with this. I had to do this a lot. God. It wasn't a bad job. It just sucked dealing with the people. That was the only downside. At least the higher up people. The higher up people suck. For the most part. Alright, so we got all the tires done. Okay. You need so much stuff. So I got all the tires done. Air filter, fuel filter. Let's figure out the brake pads, because that's the only... I'm assuming when they say brake pads, they are talking purely, yeah, about the... Those off. Okay. Take off the other side, buy those. I will give this game some props. It's very realistic. And I like realistic games. So that's... How bad are you? Wow, you're about ready to break. You know, I have some good stories from when I worked at a parts store, if you all want to hear them. And they deal... Some of them deal with brakes. Surprisingly enough. Warranties and bull crap. I need 2 of you. At least I don't have to wait for parts. That's kind of nice. I give the game props there. So... Good. Be able to install... I'm too close. They didn't want that. And we back up a little bit. Install tire. Yes. Bam. You want to hear it? Well, I'll tell you one story about the brakes. So, all of our products, they had you know, the limited lifetime warranty. Whatever that means. But pretty much what it was set up to do was it was set up like, you know, if you had a defect or whatever, you know, you could replace them. And there was like 2 or 3 people I had come in over the course of me being there that they had bought these brake pads like 5 years ago, you know. And they'd be like, well, they'd come in and I'd be like, okay, what do you need? And I'd give them their parts, you know. I'd ring it up and I'd tell them the price, and they're like, well, but these have a warranty on them. I was like, all right, you know, well, when did you get them? And they're like, oh, like 5 years ago. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, can I look at the pads? And they're like, yeah. And I look at them and they're worn. You know, it's just worn. It's not like they're broken or they sheared or you know, any of that. And I'm like, I can't warranty these because they're wear. And one guy got really pissy with me about it. He's like, well, these have a warranty, man. He's like, what do I need to do? Go outside and break them? I said, to be honest, if I don't see you do it, yeah. Like, I kid you not, yeah. And he wanted to speak to my manager, and she pretty much said the same thing. And I was like, go out there and break them. I don't care. Like, but my rules tell me that, well, hey, I can't. Like, now if you go outside and you break them, sure, why not? And then I got reported. I'll tell you another good one. I got reported one time to corporate only once. And the reason was because of an interaction I had with a customer. Pretty much what it boiled down to was I had a lady that come in, and she wanted help to figure out why her car wasn't wanting to start. I said, okay. So we have like a diagnostic tool. I hook it up to the machine, and pretty much it said the battery was shit. It was gone. There was no saving it. And she was like, "Could you charge it?" And I said, "Well, because we would offer free battery tending, you know." And I said I could, but the problem is there's a dead cell. So to be honest, you're better off replacing it. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And it went really normal, like, you know. And she asked me if I could replace it, and there was a warning that popped up on my computer because we would do batteries, wipers, things like that. and there was a warning that popped up on my my thing, and it said this may take 30 minutes, which is whatever. You know, sometimes that means, you know, it's going to take 30 minutes, and sometimes it means, hey, this may take 30 minutes, boy, you know. And I was like, well, I'll go and look, because I don't know if I can install it. And she's like, all right, well, that's fine, you know, whatever. And I go out there, and her car's computer, I fucking shit you not, I don't know what brand her car was, but it was fucking over the battery. Like, you had the battery, and then it was bolted down around the battery. And I'm like, who in the hell would design this? I was like, well, at that point, I can't touch it. Because, you know, if I screw up the ECU in her car, then God forbid I'll be fucked, you know. So I told her, I was like, I can't do it because of that. And the manager agreed with me, you know. And she's like, well, if my brother comes and has the tool, or uses our tool cart, because we had one, could we still do it here? And I said, yeah, that's fine. I can't because the company will get mad at me. That's the gist of it. I went very by the book because I didn't feel like putting up with people. Like the BS of the company and whatever. So I couldn't do a core because I wasn't the one doing the uninstall. So like, you know, whenever you buy a new battery, you can turn the old battery and there's like a core charge. You get that removed. Well, on hers, I wasn't doing it, so I couldn't do the core charge. Well, she wasn't very happy about that. And I said, well, just bring the battery back in. I'll give you the money. You know, it's just how it is. Well, about, I don't know, about a month later, my manager pulls me aside and she's like, hey, I had a report from corporate about you. I was like, oh, well, what was it for? And she's like, well, she told me the car, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. That was a dumbass car. Like, I don't know who built it. It was dumb. And she's like, yeah, they reported you because they said you wouldn't charge her battery. I was like, but it had a dead cell in it. It was just going to die again. And she's like, yeah, that's what I said. And it was like, who was this lady? Come to find out that this lady that had come in was the daughter of a district manager for this company. And I guess she blew her lid or whatever on him and told him that I need to be fired. I was like, I was doing my job, man. Like, I didn't like doing it that way either, but I had to. Yeah. Well, I guess they got a call. She got a call about it, but yeah, I guess all the BS. It was pretty much a month later. But I remembered it because it was so dumb. Like, I was like, why? Yeah, it was, oh man, it was. And she's like, well, I'm not going to do anything to you. And I said, I would have walked out on you if you did. She's like, no, I was there. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm like, all right. It's like, man, what's wrong with people? Like, because I've told people that whenever I had to do like warranty stuff and we had to go through all that BS, you know. I was like, I don't want to have to do it this way. To be frank, I don't care. But if I don't follow what the company policy is, I could get fired. And that was my college job, and I was like, I can't get fired. I'm sorry. So we're following the book to the T and the letters. What am I doing? I had a few good stories from that place. I'll tell you another one. So this was a second-hand story. Second-hand. Keep that in mind. What it was one of the nights that I wasn't working night shift, because usually I worked the closing shift because it's easier. And come in, I was talking to one of the older guys that work there, and he was like, yeah, we had something strange happen last night. I was like, oh, all right, man, well, what happened? And he was like, well, we had a guy come in, and I guess he was dressed in like a tux. I guess, that's what he said. And he come in, he put about $100 worth of stuff on the counter, and he said he had to go take a call, so he went outside and he took a call. He come back and put another about $100 worth of stuff on the counter, and they rung it up for him. They said, well, how are you going to pay this? Or how would you like to pay this? And he's like, oh, I'll pay with this. and he pulls out a shiny rock. It was like one of those fool's gold looking kind of rocks, from what he said. And he said he was in a hurry because he had to get to a cocktail party. And he's like, "Well, sir, we can't accept that. We can only accept money." And he's like, "Oh, all right. Well, this and the other." Well, he goes to take a call again, and that guy, he's like, "Okay, So he called the ambulance, and he said, "Hey, I need you to come and do a mental health screening on this guy because he was a little all over the place." And he's like, "You don't need your sirens or anything, but you might want to come and check him out." And so they did. Come to find out, this guy was from about 2 or 3 states over. The cocktail party he said he was running late to was 2 years ago, and his family was looking for him because they didn't know where he went. And yeah, so that was like, oh, okay. Well, that would have been an interesting night. I was like, what in the world? Kind of like we always got some dumb shit going on at that place. I was like, what? Why? It was few pump. Okay. Yeah, it was. Dude, I tell you what, that was some of the dumbest crap. I also have some dumb stories about when I worked at a Mr. Gaddy's too, because that was also really dumb. Now where? If I was a fuel filter, where would I be? Actually, wait, didn't I need a fuel pump? Oh, I needed an oil filter. God damn it. Not a fuel filter. Darn it. Can I sell this for... Oh, well that was a mistake. Alright. Make some money back, I guess. Yeah, the Gaddy's ones were also pretty entertaining. I have like 2 or 3 from there. You... And... Let's see, the oil filter is gonna come... Alright. Ah, there's different oil filters. Kind of oil. Let's see. So fuel. Guess the gas. Let's see how realistic this is. An old like Cadillac. How do I get to the fuel tank? I gotta learn how to do this. Where is the body? Hopefully it's in the rear. And there's the fuel tank. Ah, that's how I do that. Aha! Oh wow, I really wish it was that easy. Yeah, I have some good stories from freaking Mr. Gaddy's too. That place was something. Like one of the things that happened there, so like we had a game room. I don't know if you know what a Mr. Gaddy's is, but anyway, we had a game room, and I was working it one night, and so a Mr. Gaddy's is a you know what a Chuck E. Cheese is? Maybe that'd be a little more. Maybe. Depending on where you are in the world. I don't know if he'd have a Chuck E. Cheese either. Okay, so it was essentially a Chuck E. Cheese. That's pretty much. It was like a buffet pizza place that did delivery, had game rooms, and had party rooms. Essentially is what this place is. They also have Gaddy Town, which is like a huge version of that. I like going to that every once in a while because it's fun. But anyway, I was like a delivery driver slash pretty much whatever in the building. I done it all except for make the food. All the gals didn't make the food. The guys done all the other crap. But the I was working the game room one day, and there was like this, I don't know, maybe 15-year-old girl that had picked up like this. Yeah, but basically without the animatronics. Anyway, there was like this 15-year-old girl that picked up like this, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5-year-old girl, and had set her in the basketball machine. And it was like one of those little basketball machines for kids, you know, where the hoop just kind of slowly goes back and forth, and it's like a third of the size of the regular one. And I went over, and so I went over there, and I just picked up the kid out of the machine, set her on her feet, and I told him, I was like, hey, you can't do that, you know, you'll get hurt. And they're like, okay, and then they ran off. And then I hear a woman fucking scream from the dining room. Who the hell put their hands on my kid? Whatever. I was like, oh, right. I'm going to go talk to the manager. And it was like grade A Karen shit. I tell you what. I never seen the person because they never come back to talk to me. So they leave, and my manager comes back, and there was a camera back there. So, you know, I was covering my ass anyway. And she's like, hey, so we had somebody complain. And I was like, yeah, I heard him. And I told her what happened. She's like, yeah, that's what I seen on the camera. I just wanted to make sure that's what I was seeing. And I said, what'd she say? She was like, she tried to get me to fire you because you touched her kid. I was like, well, I had to get her out of the machine. And she's like, yeah, I know. It's like, just figured I'd tell you. It's like, alright. It's like, goddamn, people. Like, I mean, goddamn. It was one of those things that was like, man, you can't make that shit up. Because I was like, what? Like, he was acting like I was, like, trying to diddle her kids or something. I was like, god damn, I was just trying to get them out of a machine that they didn't need to be in. Like, god dang. It's like, what in the world is wrong with you people? Yeah, there was a lot of stories from that place. Like, we had 2 party rooms. And another thing that happened was, there was some kind of soccer or football game. I don't quite remember. I knew there was a game going on. And, this was a later party, later in the night, which was fine. You know, it was whatever. And, it got close to where we were closing, and the manager went over and told him, like, hey, you know, we're going to be closing here within about 30 minutes or so, and, you know, could you just wrap it up, you know? It's the normal procedure stuff. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're just watching the game, you know? And we're like, yeah, that's fine, you know, whatever. And, so I go and she leaves, and I look because I was a busboy at the time, so I had to clean up stuff. And as I was cleaning up the regular eating area, they had taken a chair and butted up against the door so you couldn't open the door from the outside. And eventually, it got to be about midnight, which was, we closed like an hour or two before that. And the game was still going on, I guess. And she pretty much had to threaten them with calling the cops to get them to leave because they were that adamant about watching the damn game. And as soon as she said she was calling the cops and showed them that she was getting ready to dial, they fucking scatter. Just like... And it sucked because they had glitter stuff. And I got into the carpet and I had to clean that. I was not happy. Because I was there on a school... Because this is when I was still in high school. And I was there until freaking 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Cleaning up their shit because they wanted to do that. I was like, dude, what the fuck? What did I do? There was a lot of those. There's so many of those. Let's see. They'll filter 8. Yeah, there's. Yeah, that was. Oh, man. Don't get me wrong, it was a good place to work, but man. E8 oil. Good camera or regular? Camera or regular one? I don't know. Oh, just regular. Okay. Oh yeah, it was. I was pissed. But I was like, whatever. I get overtime pay, so. And you know, when you're in high school getting overtime pay, was the shit, you know. One of them deals. But, so dumb. So dumb. Oh, man. Oh, actually, I'll tell you one of my favorite delivery stories. You might, I don't know if you've heard it. Let's see. Yeah, drain that oil. My favorite delivery story. Eventually, I plan on taking some of these stories and making them into like little videos, a story video thing, because I think it'd be entertaining. But this was around the time that I was a head delivery driver. So I was the only one, essentially. Anyway, so I got a delivery to the west side of my town, which at the time the west side of my town was kind of iffy, to say the least. Depending on who you were. Most of the people were pretty nice. It was just, you know, there was like meth labs and people shooting at each other and, you know, stuff like that. You know, your basics. Kinda. It was kind of like the country hood, essentially. Because I live in a smaller town. But anyway, so I got this delivery and I seen the address and it was on the west side of town. And I was like, oh, great. That's great. So I get their order. And I set it in the passenger side because that's the easiest place to set it. And I go there, and it's a trailer that's kind of set back from the road, and it's got like 8 or 10 foot perimeter bushes around the whole property, so you can't like look in the yard and stuff. Like, okay, and I pull in, and this trailer has this big bay window. And I'm like, okay, cool, you know. So those always usually look pretty nice. Anyway. I look in the window and there's like 3 or 4 people sitting there, and I assume they're watching TV. It looks like the living room. I'm like, cool. Okay, I know they're home. So, oh yeah, it's going to be a trailer. Anyway, so I pull in, I park, I get out of the car, and I go to the other side. I grab their order, and I look back through the window. They're all gone. All of them. Just not in that room anymore. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. You know, that's... Because I carry money on me, that's something I got to think about. So, I get up to the door. Yeah, very suspicious. I was not very happy about this. And I get up to the door, knock on the door, and one of them opens the door. The person that opens the door, wearing a cow suit. They look at me and they moo at me. And then the rest of them fall out of the other room and just laughter. I'm just sitting there like, wait, what just happened? I was like, oh, alright, well that's a new one. Yeah, that was a prank something. Well, I mean, they still wanted the food and that, but yeah, it was pretty much a prank delivery. And so, like, I gave them their food and whatever, and I went back and told my manager that, and she's like, no, you're lying. I said, no, I had somebody in a cow suit moo at me. Oh yeah, it probably was. I think they were all like, man, they couldn't have been more than 16 each, or whatever, around my age at the time. But man, I had a good laugh about that, because that was not what I was expecting to encounter. I was fully expecting to get mobbed. house or get my shit taken from me. So I was like, you know, I can deal with a cow suit. Yeah, that's okay. That's one of my favorite stories, though. I'm just full of stories. I tell you what, I've done a lot of dumb things, and I've seen a lot of dumb things. Like my college stories. Those were fun. That's when I started actually branching out more and doing things. I think that's everything, other than the stuff, right? Yeah. But yeah, it was. I have two good stories from college though that I like to tell. One of them is the college I went to. One of my classes was on the other side of campus because I was most of my classes were all in one building because I was doing a tech field thing. But anyway, I had classes on the other side of the campus, so I had a Razor scooter that I used to get around because it was easier because I commuted to the campus, so I couldn't really bring a bike. Practical. And I thought I was some hot shit, you know, whatever. But there were like high school students that were doing walkthroughs of the campus, you know, because they do that every year. So I'm riding my scooter, and there's like this gap that they were doing some work on the sidewalk. I was like, oh, I'm gonna show off to these guys, you know, I'm gonna bunny hop this. All right, so how that went was it was like a movie, you know. You do the hop. It's like, oh, it's going great, and then my front wheel dipped, and I ate absolutely shit in like front of like 20 people. And the person that was doing the tour come over, and she's like, "Sir, are you all right?" And I looked at the group and said, "Oh, thanks for coming to the show, guys. I'm fine." And I just like, "Yep, I'm done. I'm good." I was like, "Yep, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Bye." Like I told her, like, I'm fine. That hurt. I was like, "Yeah, we're not doing that again." Like, nah. Any food in this? Oh, there's not. Oh, alright. Yeah, that was something, I tell you what. Wait, did they want the brakes too? Still win. Oh, I already. Power steering fluid. Brake fluid. And I have another story similar to that. Was so like one of the classes I took, we had a lecture hall, and in the rear of this lecture hall, there was like a little half decorative wall thing. And a lot of the guys would like to go around on the backside, and then they would like hop over that wall. The one guy, they were like, "Willie, you should try that." I said, "All right, I'll try it." So first guy jumps over to the next guy, and then I go to do it. And I get about halfway over this wall because I'm a fat man. All right, I'm not. My agility is not great, and I get stuck about halfway on the wall and just fall right over on the other side. Just right on the ground, bam! Right. Oh man, it hurt. And my professor came up and he's like, "Willie, are you all right? Do I need to get the nurse?" I said, "The nurse can't fix my pride. Just give me a minute." I was like, I'm just gonna lay here. Just give me a minute. I'll be ready for class. Don't worry. Ooh, I want to hear a work story. What kind of work story you got? Power steering. You do that? Oh, I must not read it. I always like stories. Oh, it still has some fluid in it. I'm always game for a good story. I tell you what. Make me a new cup of coffee. Is that everything? Oh my god, we done it. Finish that order. Yeah! We leveled up. Thank God for Google. I can get a skill point. Two. Fixing parts would actually be kind of nice. Speed. That would actually be. Always game for a good story. No. Ooh, a case? Sure. What's in the case? Ooh, 19? And another bonus case. Extra money? And bonus stuff. I don't know what that stuff does. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, what do we gotta do to here? Oh, we just gotta change fluids. Hell yeah. Ah. Well, that sucks. Well, who knows? It likes to be a pain in the ass. I should know. I deal with it every day. Hey, that's no. Different words? Alrighty. I wonder what it flagged it for. Actually, I wonder if it's shown in my stream thing. I'm gonna say, sometimes it lets me just look at those. Not this time. Alright. Put the nicest coolant we can in you. I don't think I've ever seen a round overflow. Like a ball? Do they even actually make those? I'm kind of curious, actually. The other thing they wanted? Power steering. Power steering, yeah. Brakes. Yes. Aha! I found it. Yeah. I wish some of these things were as easy as this game makes it like it is. Did we do it? I think we did. Hell yeah! Finish that order. The only bad part is those aren't worth the whole fight. Alright, let's take your order. To the lift with you! Quick on! What we gotta do to you? Other tasks. Oh. I want to do the same. Lands on the bag? Oh man, that would suck. But he was not a happy camper. I know I wouldn't be. But I'd have to go buy another bag of chips. Or something. I like how these jobs are really simple. No, I know they're not going to give me much XP. That would suck, though. Alright, close your hood. I think that's everything, yeah. Cool. 1 XP, oh yeah. Oh man, I tell you what. Ooh! I think this is false advertising. That car looked a lot cooler in the image. I'm scared of stuff now. I'm liking the story. Let's see how much I get screwed over on this car. When it... Play bar front end. Oh, well, that's not bad. Up you go, buddy. Whee! Way bar. Well, that's really nice of you, though. I don't think I could hold in the laughter. A bar front end. That's it. Ha! Oh, I gotta remove this stuff. Ooh. Yeah, I'll be honest, man. I don't think I could keep composure. Would have died. Just because it's like, it's one of those things that you don't see that often. And I would think it's pretty funny. How can I get to Sway Bar? And that Sway Bar's mine. You know what really concerns me? Like, I don't know if that is the minimum. Oh, okay, so then that Sway Bar's fine. I mean, barely fine, but fine. I tell you what, though, man. Like, stuff I bought today for that new computer build I'm doing. I had to laugh. Aha! This is the bad one. Well, okay, I didn't have to laugh. Pretty much I got it home, and I'm used to, like, having, like, an instruction manual for, like, how to deal with my case. And it didn't come with one, so I was kind of like, okay, that sucks, but whatever. I was like, okay, we'll just, and I'll put that back on. Oh no. I made a mistake. Wait, yeah, I can. Aha! But anyway, so it didn't come with like a guide of how to deal with it, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this stuff. And so I go to their, because I get a Corsair case, and I go to their website and I look up the guide, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I try to follow the guide, and like what I need to do is like it only shows it in 4 pictures. Doesn't tell you where the screws are. So like I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm trying to pull this thing out, and I'm like, why is it not coming? I had to watch like a review or 2 on YouTube to figure out how to remove this shroud. So I could also figure out how to remove this like rear fan bracket thing, which was its own problem. It's like, man, I like this case, but God forbid that they made it easy to mess with. I was like, man, I give up. So I worked on it for about an hour, and I've installed 1 fan. 1 out of the 6 I have to install. Plus the radiator, motherboard, RAM, processor, storage. It's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, I went ham. I got a bunch of goodies. I've essentially got a brand new computer, minus my GPU. I just got to build it. That's the only thing. Which I enjoy building stuff, so. I love computers. That's the one thing I like about like where I work now, where I don't really have to worry about money and stuff anymore. Is now I can actually do my hobbies without like absolutely screwing myself over. It's nice. Like, I think this is also the first job I've done where I can actually take my vacation days without getting absolutely screwed. Just kind of nice. Even though the work I do is kind of a pain in the ass, but that's fine. I can deal with those trade-offs. Hell yeah, 30-something bucks. $1? Wow. Oh man, my current job's a pain in the butt though. But I get paid pretty well for it. I get like 25 bucks an hour, so. Well darn, I guess I have to do this car. Alright, bring it in. Oh, you're not too bad looking. I kinda like this color. Yes. To the lift with you. Away! Now how much did I screw up to actually accept this order? Mother of... Oh my god. I don't even know where some of this stuff is, and some of it's not even discovered. Please... interesting. Can I, like, drive you? I know there's, like, a test track. Drive... No oil in the engine. How did it even get here? How can you have no oil in your engine? I can't say that. I've seen that before. I had one person come to the parts store one time, and they didn't even have a freaking... They were like, yeah, our car overheated. I'm like, oh, alright. Well, let me check your, like, coolant, because they were, like, older people, you know? And it was dry. Bone dry. Bone dry. All the way through. And I asked him, I was like, when did you put coolant in this car last? And I'm like, oh, well, before we went to the trip, or started their trip. And I was like, alright. And they're like, yeah, we put water in it. I was like, oh, well, that's like a temporary thing. Did you put coolant in it? And they're like, no. So I had to sell them like 2 gallons of coolant because that's what they needed for their car. Red Dead Redemption? Yes. I think I own it too. Right? I know I own the second one. I liked the zombie one better. That was my favorite. I played the shit out of that on Xbox where it came out. Let's see if I can drive this to figure out what the drive it. Brake fluid. God dang it! I guess I need to change all the fluids before I go drive it. All right. The first one was well, see, because they made the first one, and then they made a zombie version of it, and the zombie version was kind of fun. I'm gonna replace all the fluids in this car because it seems like I'm not gonna be able to do a test drive without doing that. But yeah, it was. And I tell you what, I liked it though. It was a pretty good little game. Yes. I love blunderbuss. You know, they actually found a I forget where it was, but it was, I was reading an article one time. And they had found a blunderbuss. But not only was it a blunderbuss, it was a 4-barrel blunderbuss. And I was like, I need it. Could you imagine the shrapnel you could shoot out of that damn thing? And the lack of wrist you would have afterwards? Because it was like somebody took a blunderbuss. It was like, you know, what if I had 3 more and just put it together? And I was like, I like it. But, I mean, a blunderbuss was like, they just filled it with whatever they had for shrapnel. Like, anything. It didn't really matter. I was like, could you imagine firing 4 of those at once? I mean, other than the fact you probably wouldn't have any wrist left. But I think just the intimidation factor, like you just like barge into the captain's quarters. It's like, wait a minute, whoa, 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 red mist. Whole arm, yeah. Don't worry, we can repair it. We'll just put like a peg, like a peg arm on him, you know. It'll be like that dude on Family Guy. Seamus, that's what his name was. Yeah. It'd be like Seamus. Well, how'd you get your peg arm, sir? Well, you see, I found a 4-barrel blunderbuss, and you know what had to be done. Oh yeah, I know what had to be done. So now I'm missing an arm. You can just imagine. That would be hilarious. Okay, now can I drive this damn thing so I can see if I can maybe figure out what these mystery parts are? Or if I can. Down. Brake fluid. But oh, that was the only one I didn't mess with. God damn it. Car, you and me, we're gonna have some words, and they're not gonna be very nice. I'm just gonna put that out there for you, bud. Ew, that brake fluid looks nasty. Ew, I bet there's water in there. I'm liking this game so far. I like it. I've been playing a lot of simulator games here lately just because it's kind of fun. Okay, now can I drive it to figure out what in the world's going on? Because this person has heavily abused this car. Now can I drive? I can. Where's the test track? Test track. Yeah! Let's see what this is about. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Like, well, at least he brought something. Does this thing have a turbo on it? Oh god! I almost wrecked the customer's car. That was close. What's the status? But I think it shows me a status. That's that's not a lot of good stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's basically birdshot with one bullet at a time. Well, I can tell that all the stuff that I need to replace, that's a lot. Which is weird, because it told me I only had 2 brake pads to replace, but it says all 4 of them need replaced. Weird. Alright, buddy, you get to go in the garage now. Oh, man. I tell you what, that war's pretty dumb, though. Just in general. Car stats. Okay, they do want all 4 brake pads. I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute. Spark plugs, serpent. God. Okay, so good, good. It told me everything else I needed after freaking running it. Oh man, this car needs a lot. So I still need to do the oil. Already done all that. Okay. Well, let's take off all the tires, I guess. Looks like that's gonna be the thing. God, I wish I had an like a lift like this. Tell you what, I'd be a happy, happy man. I will say that's the one thing I like about the vehicle I drive, because I drive a Jeep now. Like, I can actually get under it without it, like, without needing some things. Like ramps and stuff. If I really need to get it, like, a little bit under it, I can. Now, my last car, that wasn't happening at all. Because it was a very short car. It was one of those cars that, it was a very weird combination car. That too. I mean, technically, if you want to include the last company I worked for, I'm forklift certified. Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe. They actually put me on that piece of equipment. This responsible adult. Yeah, they put him on a big old forklift. I love driving forklifts. You know, my training test for a forklift was hilarious. So I knew I'd worked there for about a year or so since, then, before I wanted to be certified. And so I already knew the trainer of that. And he's like, okay, we're going to learn how to do the forklift today and do your training. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So we went out to the parking lot with the forklift, and he set up some cones and stuff. And I was like, okay, so what are we going to do? He's like, oh, well, just drive it until you feel comfortable. And, whatever. We don't really have a course. I was like, oh. I was like, you just don't want to do anything today, do you? And he's like, oh, not really. I know you're not going to wreck it. And I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll take that. Like, I don't plan on wrecking our forklifts. I was like, I can deal with that. So I spent like a half an hour to an hour. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's the best training you can get right there. Just be like, yeah, just go figure it out. We'll be here to assist you if you have problems, but other than that, good luck. And I'm like, cool. Okay, I can figure this out. So I need 4 sets of brake pads, 2 rotors. I don't think I needed. Okay, so that's all. Okay, so I need 2. Let's see. I need 2 of you. And I need 4 of you. I think brake pads is the only repair I've really done a lot that actually isn't too bad on a car. Now, I've never had to do drum brakes, but I've sold repair kits for that, and it doesn't look fun. Just gotta put that out there. It did not look enjoyable. It looked to be a big old pain in the boot. Dang it. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do the tires last. To be honest, I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. Yeah. I like the people I worked with at that plant. I didn't like the management at that plant. But I like the people I worked with. People. Very good people. Give me your brake pads. Oh yeah, since I'm doing brakes, I'll tell you a story about brakes. So, I laughed at a district manager when I worked at that parts store. Because part of our training, I pretty much told him that I wasn't going to do it. So, you know, how they have like different parts, you know, like different brands or whatever, you know. And, you know, some of them are better than others and whatever, for their own reasons. Well, I would always sell stuff in that capacity, you know, like, hey, we have your basics, which is OEM, or you can get like the ceramics, there's less brake dust, they'll last a little longer, you know, that kind of upselling. You know, you're pretty much telling the good stuff about why you should, you know, get this. Well, I guess our sales were down at the store because for the most part our store had older dudes that, you know, they didn't like to be an upsell to, you know, and which I don't really blame them at that point. But I told him how I sold him, and he's like, "Well, do you get a lot of upsells on them?" I was like, "Hey, not really. I mean, you know, people usually come in, they get the OEM stuff, and they go home. You know, it's pretty normal." He's like, "Well, let me tell you how to sell them." I said, "Okay, you know, whatever." So what you need to tell them is like, well, if they really care about the safety of their family, they'll get the golds instead of the OEMs, which was like our next rating up. And I was like, "You want me to tell them what?" He's like, "Yeah, just like pretty much tell them that they're not going to protect their family as well if they buy the OEM stuff." I was like, "The OEM stuff's what they have on their car right now. What's wrong with the OEM?" He's like, "Well, we got to work on getting upsells, with the, you know, and that's a way to do it." I'm like, "Ain't a way I'm going to do it. What's wrong with you?" I was like, if I can like sell them some extra stuff like grease or like, well, if you're going to do this, you might as well do this kind of stuff. But fuck no, I'm not doing that. He's like, "I should fire you right now." I said, "Go ahead." Like, I'm not selling stuff like you want things to be sold. Like, I can't do it. It ain't happening. Mm-mm. I'm not stooping to that level. There ain't no need. Why would I just stall the tire? Oh, no, that is. Put that tire back on. Yeah, so I was like, fuck no, I ain't selling like that. Of course, then they would still complain about our sales, but they wouldn't really talk about it. You know, they wouldn't really, like, whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, bud. Like, I don't care who you are, I'm not upselling things like that, because that's just not right. And the other thing they didn't understand was a lot of the guys that come in were older guys. They knew what they wanted. They didn't want no bullshit. They just wanted to get in, get their shit, and leave. Which was fine. I actually liked that. It made my life a lot easier. But it was like, yeah, but you need to like upsell to them. And I was like, if I try to upsell to them, they'll probably cuss me out. Like it's. Yeah, I mean, I might have been born at night, but it was not last night, sir. Like, yeah, that was. Oh man, I was so mad at him. Like, He didn't really give a shit. Well, of course, he didn't really understand the demographic of our store either. He's just like, well, you know, like the town over sells whatever, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's the town over. Like, what do you want? Like, it's just not going to happen here. Or every once in a while, we'd have the older guys come in. Eventually, I just got them to just deal with it. But like when you go to the parts store, you know, they ask for like your make and model and whatever, you know, the normal shit. Well, we'd have these older guys that would come in with what I call Franken cars, and they were just like an engine out of here, body out of there, you know, whatever. And they'd come and ask for parts, and I'd ask them what they have, and they're like, "Well, it's not in there." I was like, "Well, what is that part from?" And they're like, "Well, it's not going to be in your computer." I said, "What is it originally out of?" And they're like, well, it's between this year and this year. I'm like, okay, I'll look it up for you. And they're always like, well, I don't know why we need to tell you that. I was like, because if you want the right part and don't want to come back, I need to know these things. Eventually, I got it drilled into like 3 of them because we had a few of them that'd come in that they were just like, yeah, it's for this. And I'm like, thank you. Because I was like, because might end up selling you the wrong part, and then you're just gonna have to come right back here. And you're going to complain about it. I'm still not going to know what to give you. And, you know, it's just easier this way, you know. It took me a few tries, but I finally got a few of them to just deal with it. Yeah, pretty much. That was pretty much the gist of it. It was, God, I tell you what, man. It was dumb. But eventually I got them to where they would, you know, actually care. Yeah, it was like, really, man. I have so much better things to do than like fight with you over your car for one, and for two, the fact that I still don't know what the hell you're driving. We had one guy come in. I shit you not. He had it was actually a pretty nice car. It was like a 1970s Ford something, whatever it was. That's about as much as I remember of it. And he come in and he wanted some stuff to do. It was some kind of field trick for that Ford or something. I was like, oh, I don't really know anything about it. You know, could you like explain it? Because the car's like 30 years older than I was. You know, I don't know these things. And I was trying to help him, and as I was trying to help him, because he was with his wife, I hear him say, "It's like, oh, these kids nowadays don't know shit about cars, and me, I don't even know why he's working at a parts store." I looked at him and said, "Sir, I'm going to school for robotics, not automotive. And you're talking about a car that's 30 years older than me. How am I supposed to know this shit?" You know, after that, he shut up, and then I talked to one of the other guys that we had there at the parts store, because at the time he worked there and he was a Ford certified mechanic, and I told him, and he's like, oh yeah, I know about it, I'll deal with him. I'm like, alright, you go ahead. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? Like, you know, like, at the time I drive a car that was like a year older than me, and now you're like, you should know this random fuel trick from like a 30-year-old car. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not. What's wrong with you? Like, you know, I'm like, who? Why would you expect that out of me? Like, in general. You know, why? There's so much dumb stuff, man. So much dumb stuff. Let's see if I can figure out how to take this motor apart. So... need to get a belt tensioner, camshaft. There's the idler pulley we need. Serpentine belt. I don't know if that's the one we need, but whatever. Yeah, it was so dumb. I really hope I'm not taking off. Aha! I found a thing. I found where the bad parts were. Oh, to be honest, I'd probably want to take off that pulley before I dealt with that. Oh, for that. My favorite food. Hmm. I'd have to say pineapple. I love pineapple. It is shit. I even have like a pineapple quarter. That thing's great. Now, how do I get into here? Do I gotta take all this crap off to get to this? Oh, God. Yeah, pineapple. Love that food. My favorite kind of food right there. I'm big into fruit. Like I fucking love fruit. Love it. I used to make fruit smoothies all the time. I need to start doing that again. Ah, that's why I couldn't pull you out. Alright. It's gonna take... The shop's gonna take forever. But at least now I can do the spark plugs while I'm in here. Just, like, two I need to replace. Yeah, I'm weird like that. Yeah. That's just how I am. Love pineapple. Stuff is it still can't take you off? Why? Something over here that's stopping me? Oh, it might be the gearbox. I'm gonna have to almost completely disassemble this freaking thing to get this, aren't I? Do I need spark plugs? I do need 2 of them. Okay, so we'll deal with those here. Hey. Corn dogs? Yeah, there you go. I actually seen some, I was at Walmart. I don't know if you had a Walmart around there, but, and they had, it was in their breakfast things. And there was a, corn dog, but it was like a sausage link, and it had like a blueberry pancake like batter around it, and I was like, sounds like something I need in my life. Like, that sounds like the shit I kind of need, man. I tell you what. It would also help, I guess, if I... Oh wait, actually, would a spark plug even be here? No, it would not. Ah. I didn't know where you were from. This is why I say these things. Glow plug. I don't want one of those. Aha! I need you. I wasn't for sure where you were from. Because I have people from all over the world on this channel, so I never know where anybody is. It's time to put in some spark plug. So I just go in assuming that they are not American. Usually I have a lot of people from, because of the times I stream and whatnot, usually they're from Europe or whatnot. I had one guy, I was playing Wolfenstein one time, and I had a guy from Germany join my chat. That was kind of fun. And then we spent a little bit talking about how they censored Wolfenstein in Germany and all that, you know. Can I pull this out now? Thank God. Now, let's see. I need a I4B camshaft. That's not the button I want. Camshaft. And IB. Is there a regular IB4? Oh no. IB4B. Okay, so we need one of you. And then need a cam gear. For single overhead cam. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Single cam? Okay. And is that all the stuff for the engine? Oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, and I assume an ignition coil would be electronics. I remember selling a lot of those at the parts store. Yes, I am, damn it. I've stolen at least of this Cameron or this Bug's engine. This game is a little bit more of a pain in the ass than what I thought it was, to be honest. Like, I watched you play it, and I was like, oh, this didn't seem that bad. And I started playing it, and I was like, oh god. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong. It's just one of those things, it's like, wait a minute. Wait a gosh darn minute. But I'm kind of enjoying it, because it's kind of fun. I see why you like playing it. I usually stayed away from the mechanic simulator. Not really my thing. Okay. Put you back on. I'm just a low level though. I'm only level 2. But don't worry, I'll have a chop shop in no time, I'm sure of it. It's only my luck. Okay, ignition coil. Let's hope I put this back together right. Otherwise, I'll be sad. Okay, cam gear. That's a big old bolt. Oh yeah, I love YouTube Live. It's been fun. I've liked it a lot. Now it's a little different than what I'm used to on YouTube or when I was on Twitch. But I like it. Wait, do I need a serpentine belt? Pretty low. I do. A Y 4B. Hey. Belt. Yes, a nelt. Oh, that's not how you spell belt. I mean, it's close enough. I think they should have been able to interpret that I wanted a belt. Oh, there's a lot of belts. What belt do I need? An A I4B. Okay. A I4. This person needs a lot of work to their car. I don't even know how they made it in. And then we're gonna install new serpentine belt. Oh yeah. Oh, we need a belt. God damn it. I need a belt tensioner, please. Yeah, let me make sure that's what I need. Yeah, just a regular belt. Okay. God dang. Well, at least I'm finding this out and before I decide to put back together. There's probably something I'm gonna miss, and I'm gonna have to take apart the whole thing again, just to get to like one thing I missed. I know that's gonna happen. Okay. I think that's still fine. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Got everything in the engine. I think the next thing we gotta do... Okay, so we have rubber bushings and an oil filter. Alrighty. I don't know where these rubber bushings are gonna be, so let's find out. If I was a rubber bushing, where would I be? If I had to guess, it's something to do with suspension. That looks pretty good. That doesn't look very good. Hey, you are not good. Okay. Bushing did I take out? Wait, are these the engine mount bushings? Look like an engine mount. Okay, so there's two of our bushings. Oh. Is bushing bad? No. Are bushings back here? Rubber. What's bushing? 78%. 85, 85. I'm gonna play like hell just to figure out where these bushings are, aren't I? Aha, there's one of them. Bugger. There we go. Still a good bushing. And the next thing is going to be is I'm going to have to remember where I pulled these bushings out of. Because knowing my luck, I will forget. I'll be searching everywhere. It says there's 4 of them. Seven. Two. I think it's this bushing. Oh. Hey, let me do a sanity check. There's 4 bushings I have to replace, right? And where's the... God damn it. Where are you, bushing? I need to replace you, and I don't know where you are. Not you. Like, will be so happy when I get some tools. And I don't have to look so hard for stuff. That's gonna be great. 7. What's the minimum for this car? Pair of parts of minimum. Still don't know where that 4th room is. Yeah, because I only have 3 of them. Here, rubber bushing, rubber bushing. The will. I'll find you and rip you out of this goddamn car when I find you. What else is rubber bushings? Because I would assume it's all suspension stuff. Unless I'm just having one of those moments. It's probably something really simple, and I'm just missing it. But it has to be the rear then somewhere. Aha! You little bugger, you're coming with me. Freaking pain in my ass room. Or room bushings anyway. Rubber. There we go. Small rubber, I guess. Just regular? I don't think there's any small ones. Okay, now to remember where I pulled these out. Aha! Wabam! Here. I better get paid some good ass money for fixing this car, man. I tell you what. Oh, man. This is a pain in the butt car. At least I'm getting XP for it. Okay. What else? Oil. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, bam. Cool. What kind of oil filter? i4. Alright, it sounds like an iPhone. No, sir, I assure you, it's for my car. An iPhone. Yeah. Drop this puppy down. Give it some oil. I think we're free. I think this is actually a story car too. Probably why it's such a pain in my butt. But I like it. I like the fact that even though I have like basic-ish car knowledge, I can figure this out. So I give this game props. And I think we're done. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Money. Oh. Wait, timing cover. Oh, I forgot to put this thing back on. Alright. Whoopsie. At least they were nice enough to tell me and not be like, you failed. That would have been a little sad. Okay, now I can finish the car. I hope. Good now? Yeah, $2 grand. Woo! And how to sell all my stuff. Ooh, I got a case. You and ooh, a farm location and some extra money. Hell yeah! All right, man. I'll be here. Ugh. Heck yeah, we're making that money. XP points. Price discount would be kind of nice. Examining a part. I don't think I've examined parts. Oh, these are both story orders. Except. Oh, well, you're in pretty good little shape, car. Let's see what you need. Sway bar, front end. Okay. Buy one of those. Up you go. Welcome back. I got an easy job for once. We're gonna make that money. Bam. I don't like that these only take like a half a turn to put on. Makes me feel like they're gonna fall off. You know, maybe that's just me. That's how I feel about it. I think that's everything I need to do to you. Eventually we'll have a fancy shop. I think, yeah, I think that's... Yeah, that was everything. Whoa-bam! Alright. Pre-order. Oh, this is a normal order. Right. Sure. Take it. Ah, you got actually some car with not as much rust. Oh, God. Ugh. No, and by the way, are you ready for tomorrow? So we'll be doing our giveaways tomorrow. Oh, man. Maybe. I understand. Let's see, we need 2 brake calipers. I need it. Let's see. Of you. 2 of you. Brake caliper. Add. ABS mod, I assume. In electronics. God, it's expensive. Alright, let's jack you up the undercarriage. Yeah, this month we'll actually have 3 $20 cards to give away. So I look forward to that. That one, okay. It's gonna be a good day. Of course, I don't know how many points you have. Oh, thank God. It's just an exclamation point and then points. That's how you can check how many points you have.
Oh, and then also there's mini games you can do every 5 minutes if you want more points. It's kind of like there's like slots and gamble, and pretty much it follows that same formula. So it'll be like an exclamation point, and then like you'll say gamble, and then you'll put how much you want to bet. And the minimum's 10, and I think the maximum's 100. If you want to try those, you can do those as well. Okay, maybe all these are together. There's also like a heist thing if there's like more than like 2 people in the stream, and they can do like a heist. It's pretty cool, interesting. But for the most part, most people just earn their points from stopping by and then hello. Because right now I have the points set up that every 5 minutes you earn 5 points. Essentially how it is. Of course, eventually I might change that, but for now, that's how it is. So I think it also gives me an option for members, but I don't have that option because I'm not monetized. Hey, I leveled up! Ooh, I get another skill point. Yeah, I haven't examined stuff, but I would like. Let's see. Screen speed. I want a discount. Hey, there you go. Yeah, but the way the system works is like you'll bet that amount, but it doesn't take that money from you. So like it just gives you whatever you would have won. The other one is slots, if you want to do that one. I gotta fix slots, because one of the emotes is broken. Because I was like, oh, I'll add a custom one, and it didn't like that. It was like, no, we're not doing that for you. I'm like, alright. Noted. Oh, you still gotta put the number after it. So it's the same way as gamble, but the only bad part is slots is a little more unforgiving. Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, it's. I turned down the. Eventually, I'm going to turn up the rewards again, but I had them turned down for a while. Which is like if you ever do exclamation point points top, I think that's what the command is. Actually, I don't quite remember. I know it was like exclamation point top hours showed you like the top hours. Maybe it was top points. Remember. Anyway, one of the guys has like 7,000 points or something, but that's because he was helping me figure out stuff, so I let him keep it for assisting me. Oh yeah, making that money. See how the giveaways go. But yeah, they're set up on a 5-minute timer, so if they don't work, that's why. Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I might change something. I might change how fast people earn points. Let's see, which isn't hard for me to do. I can just go and fix it. Da -da. Store settings. see. Double it. Alrighty. Announce about that a little later. Okay. I need more skill. Hey, how much is the shop up there? Ooh, two. Garage. Requires expansion. Expansion. Oh, okay. Required expansion. None. I'm gonna buy that. Version tester. Yeah, we'll get that. It's set up on a 5-minute timer, but for whatever reason, it doesn't actually say like, "Hey, you have this amount of time." It's dumb. That part is. Yeah, all the extra commands you can do, they're all set up on 5-minute timers. But for whatever reason, it's not like you can't do this command because you got to wait. Whatever. It's like, oh, I'm just not going to do anything for you, and I'm like, wow, that's not very nice. I definitely want the multimeter. Oh, hell yeah, tread thing. I don't know what some of these are. I gotta get a garage expansion. For the development space how do I get a second lift? Oh, I can. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy that one. Yeah, we got 2 lifts now. Means I can take 2 jobs at once. Story order. Take order. Hey. Heck yeah, we are doing this. Good morning. Tell me, I set off on the right and my car stopped working. Shut off some good, young man. Alright. We'll take your order 2. Now that I have 2 lifts and I can actually afford to have 2 cars in the shop. Let's see. Oh wow, you need a lot. Alright. Hey, your car stopped working. God, I wonder why. Wow, that's a lot. Alright. What do you need? You're not as bad, so we're gonna do you first. Oh, that's fine, man. I'll be around. I'm hoping the short for tonight goes. Well, I'm hoping. Brake pads, disc brakes, and ABS module. Alrighty. So I need you. Bam. Well, at least I get discounts now, so that's actually good. And I need 2 of you. And 2 of you. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's been going on. Like, I've been having shorts that do, like, absolutely poop-tastic. And then the next day I'll have a short that does phenomenal. Or what my new normal is. I consider that phenomenal. I didn't think they would do that good. Yeah, and then it's like, alright, and I don't know why. Of course, I did change up how I was doing my tags, so I probably just need to, like, it shouldn't really matter, because I have, whatever. I added a tag to be more specific about what the content was, and I think that might have screwed something up. Which you wouldn't think, but I think that's what the problem is. But oh well. I'm pretty happy with how the channel's going either way. Is there a way to, like, inspect this? Oh. Yeah, I'm curious. Can I, like, this stuff to cars, like, even if it doesn't need it? Oh, and I get XP for it. Oh, dude, that's cool. Oh, that even tells me the condition of stuff. Okay. Tire tread. Oh, dude, I can get extra XP this way. Oh, hell yeah. This man has a lot of things wrong with his car. Man. Ooh, that's some bad compression. Oh man. Alright. Well, good thing is, I'll have to deal with the brakes. Alright. I want to use my mouse to actually. Oh yeah, you're coming with me, buddy. Come here. How's the... I guess that rotor's fine. Doesn't look great, but I think it's fine. I've seen worse. I've been loving this hobby though, man. I tell you what. I don't know how far I'll get with it at the end of the day, but I'm pretty happy with it. It also gives me an excuse to upgrade my computer. So that's getting expensive. That's the bad part. I tell you what, because I'm kind of more of a... in the computer world, I'm considered an enthusiast, but I'm kind of like that low-end enthusiast that's like, yeah, I would love to have this, but it better have good price to performance, because otherwise it ain't touching my cards. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's gotta make sense, bud. I can't do it if it doesn't make sense. Like the upgrades that I'm doing right now, so I'm gonna be getting a better processor, RAM, and storage, because the storage is like, because since I'm doing more like editing now and stuff, the storage is like 7 times faster than my storage, which means I can edit stuff quicker. Take this off. Just curious. No, that brake caliber's okay. But, yeah. Oh, these are... Okay, so it's the rear one. I get it. Yeah. And, like, the processor's, like, almost 3 times faster than my current processor, which is going to speed up my rendering. I'm like, because I want to get back into doing my time lapses again, because I actually enjoy doing those, but they take so long. A lot of editing. Yeah, I have a lot of editing I still got to do. So... did say it wanted... I might have bought some parts by accident. It's braked. Did I buy the right stuff? These things look alright. Braked it. Interesting. I guess we need to figure out where this is. I know that's kind of what happened to this channel. Like, I started it in 2015, and then I stopped for a long time. Ah, it was a lie. The freaking thing was horrible. Pursue guard. And then I started doing it again. Been a fun hobby. Lets me play games like I normally do and talk to people from everywhere, which is always fun. So I always enjoy it. You never know what you get to learn if you talk to people from all over the place. You get to learn all sorts of stuff. I can definitely tell the price decreasing thing was probably a smart idea for all the money I just spent on stuff. So I made a good decision. Oh cool, my short launched. 2 bad bolts. Just give it more ugga-duggas. I'm sure that it will come off eventually. 11%. That is horrible. I'm liking this game. Now that I'm starting to understand like the mechanics of it, I'm enjoying it. Then I know what I gotta do after I do this stream. I gotta start building that damn computer. Yay! God. Dude, I tell you what, there's so many wires, because, like, my current computer has 5 fans in it. Okay? This computer's gonna have 9 fans in it, and I have to cable manage them with everything else. I'm like, because they have RGB too. So like I have RGB cables, fan cables, 2 hubs I'm gonna have to deal with because I have to like connect all of them. But thankfully the cooler I bought had like the bigger hub, so I was like, oh thank God, because otherwise I would have been screwed. Because they have like a regular version and they have like a quote-unquote pro version, and yeah, I was like, oh thank God. Which I might take out the solution they have in the case. The only reason is it's because I have an extra like complete module and they have it like broken out. And to be honest, it'd probably be easier to deal with. We're gonna see if I actually want to do that. Let's see. %. I mean, you don't need an automatic braking system. Just like steer into corners like I do. Fine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing that computer though. I was also hoping to buy a new desk because this desk's kind of shot. But that didn't happen. It was because they just didn't have any at Walmart. Because I was like, I found one at Walmart I really wanted. And I was like, okay, this week I'm gonna go get it. And then I went in to get it, and it was like, yeah, we don't sell that anymore. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like, if I wanted, I have to order it online. I was like, well, that sucks, man. I don't approve. I don't approve. Plus, I've been experimenting with longer shorts, and YouTube doesn't like longer shorts, I guess, or at least in gaming. They're kind of meh about it, or at least from my experience. I could be, biased. From my experience, it's usually kind of dookie. Never figured out why. Of course, I guess if you always post a certain length of video and then you change it, it's not going to be happy with you. Dude, this thing's got 1,000,000 kilometers on it. I don't know what that is in miles. Can be found at the barn, junkyard, or the auction. Dude, you need, like, everything. Let's see. Or it just suddenly shut down. You know, with the amount of things that you're telling me that are wrong, that are internal components to your car, I'm really concerned. I'm kind of concerned, you know? Oh, man, alright, well. Like, oh, it just suddenly stopped working. Yeah, it probably suddenly stopped working a month ago when you left it in the yard. I've had people that's done that before. Like, yeah, man, I don't know, it just stopped working. I was like, well, when did it stop working? Oh, like a month ago. Like, you didn't try to look into that, like, earlier? They're like, oh, no. Alright, well, probably more problems with it now. It's gonna put that out there, you know. Drain all the fluids out of this thing. Start working. Also, I feel like you're missing a air filter. Yeah, because like I feel like there should be a hose going from here to there. You know, I just have a hunch. I can tell you that starter looks like crap, though. That. Did he need a new radiator? Oh yeah, he does. He does. I wanted to make sure before I start digging into the car. Oh, can I like pull this? Oh, okay, cool. No cost. Oh crap. Okay. Well, now I know what he meant by that. But oh no, I didn't clean the. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, maybe this one didn't have an overflow in it. Oh, that's BS. I lost $50 because of a technicality. Also, why in the hell would it cost $50 to clean up? It's like $1's worth of kitty litter. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna drain the oil while I'm in here. I just want to know in what world it costs $50 to clean up a coolant spill that probably could be done with like $1's worth of kitty litter. You know, just put that out there. Just gonna put that out there. And this needed an oil. I might as well do that since it's easy. Access.
Filter. There we go. Now it's time to disassemble his engine, basically. Done all the underbody work, so we're essentially just gonna tear apart his engine now. I can tell this is going to be an expensive job. Yeah, WD-40. Love this stuff. And actually, tear into. Go through. Oh, I might be able to just do it through the top though. Much easier. Also need to get rid of that starter. Ah. I'm barking up. Spark plug. Ah, I was barking up. I didn't even need to take the top off. Actually, I don't even know why I took this apart without running some tests on it. Starter. Alright, let's go parts. So, I assume. So we need alternator. Oh, no, we don't need those. I need spark plugs. And then there a starter here? Ah. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there now, by God. I also wish it was this easy to deal with spark plugs. I guess I didn't really need to take the top off. Top back. Just go through the list. Okay, and then... Okay, so we need an I4 single overhead cam wiring. Cam wiring harness? Dude needed like so much stuff done to his... I guess that's why I'm here, but... I think part of what... Yes, it is. Okay, now we get to play the repair game. Let's see.
specify what cam gear I need. Single overhead cam. Gonna do this one part at a time so I don't forget anything. Okay, and then we need a cam belt. Actually, what a serpentine belt, is it? Yeah, here we go. I was like, wait a minute. Timing bale, yeah. Belt tensioner, okay. Actually, I wonder if it just popped that up anyway. It did! Oh yeah. Hey, you won 100 coins! Hell yeah! You're making that shmoney. Nice. Cam cover back on. Let's see. Did I buy a water pump yet? Not. Buy an alternator. I did. Okay, so I need a water pump and a radiator. Water. What kind of water pump do I need? That's just retracted. Let's see. Radiator C, I4 water pump. I4B. Oh, we need this one. Thank God for price discounts. Aha. Ooh, you won 50. Nice. Yeah, we need a serpentine bell. Yeah, you're making that shmoney. I for you buy. Sad part is there's still so much more of this I still gotta put back together. That is not what I wanted. Okay, and then... Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, I also changed it where instead of earning 5 coins every 5 minutes, you earn 10 every 5 minutes, so you'll also double the amount you earn every 5 minutes too. Hey Turner, how you doing today? That's not what I wanted. Well, bam. How is life? What bam? That's good. Did you know it costs $50 to clean coolant off of a shop floor? That I could do the same thing with a $1 bag of kitty litter? But this game's like, fuck you. I didn't get the fluid out of the radiator. Yes, I do. It's not denied I hadn't, but I do. Well, yeah, I've been playing a lot of MW2 here lately, which is where all my shorts have been coming from. I'm not very good at it, but I do play. I used to be okay at it. Let's see, what else do we gotta do? Clutch plate, fuel filter, fuel pump. Let's do the fuel pump. Bump, 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 because that's actually not too bad.
Now, you actually let me in here without even needing to get under the car. And I was wrong. How about now? Oh, I gotta like... Darn, I thought I could get off scot-free. Sure, man. I wouldn't mind. I know tomorrow I don't really know what I'm gonna play. But I'm gonna be doing my giveaways tomorrow, so I might be playing some COD. That'd probably be a good thing to play. Be doing our monthly giveaways. And can I get to what I need? Giving away 3 whole Steam cards. It's gonna be a great time. Okay, let's see. Down 1 more. This card's a pain in the butt. Well, this month we hit her like the sub things that I like to do, or what I base it off of. So I'm going to be giving away 3 $20 Steam cards. Yes, that's what I normally give away. Wait a minute. I need. Wait a minute. What are you? Aha! Come with me, buddy. Wink. Yeah, I'll be giving away 3 $20 Steam cards. Usually what I do is like every 2 hours, I do do one of the giveaways. Oh, what's Steam? Well, Steam is a game store on PC. It's, or to be more specific, it's come on. Bugger. So if my computer wanted to behave, it would, I'd be able to show you. Not in here. Oh, wow, you're not even going to put it in the S's? You suck. Anyway. That's usually what people do. I know, here later, I'm probably gonna, probably for next month, I'm gonna do that, every once in a while I do a survey, and I see what people are playing on, like what their main, console is or whatever, and I adjust what the giveaways are. But here lately, they've just been, Steam cards. Of course, that's because of most of my audience plays PC, so that's the only reason why it's that way. But every, I don't know, 2 or 3 months I change up how it's doing. Oh, I didn't buy my fuel filter. Ah, I haven't played on an Xbox in forever. What kind of Xbox you got? Curious. Controllers, yeah. I still use the controllers for some of the games I play. I'm not going to knock a console even though I enjoy my PCs now. Yes. I used to be a console player until I got into college, and then I got my first computer, and I've never really looked back. I used to be a PlayStation person. Used to be a die-hard PlayStation person until they came out with the PS3, and then I was pissed at them. And they're like, "Oh, well, we can't play these old games." Is there another Serpentine build I don't know about? Confused. It says a Serpentine Bell A. Isn't that what I put on there? Or did I put the wrong one on there? Serpentine Bell A. Where's that go? Yeah, because that was a belt I took off. That was the other belt I took off. Let's have this one. Wait, am I missing something? I'm confused. Oh yeah, I remember now. There was a freaking like extender thing on here that I didn't do. And I need that. Okay, yeah, God, I'm dumb. Yeah, I used to play PlayStation a lot, and I was like really, really heavy into racing games because I thought they were the shit. So I played a shitload of Gran Turismo. Let's see. And then one fateful day, I went to a yard sale, and I found a Xbox original that they were selling with like some stuff. All right, man. You have yourself a good day. I'm gonna try and finish this car. But what it was like they had an Xbox original and it had like some accessories, but it didn't have any games. And I was like, oh cool, I've never had an Xbox, so I'm like, I'll buy one. So I bought it. It was only like $20. It was a yard sale, but I brought it home and I couldn't figure out how to get it open, and my cousin's boyfriend was over at the time, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you got to do this," and he smacks the top of it because I guess they had a problem with like the rubber bands getting stuck that they used to open the tray, and out popped the first Halo game. And I was like, "What is Halo?" Because I didn't know what Halo was at the time, and he taught me how to play Halo, and then I morphed over to Xbox. Mostly because PlayStation lost my business because they changed how their systems work. Because like I liked the PS2 because I could play PS1's games on it, and then when the PS3 came out, they're like, well, yeah, you're not really gonna be able to do that unless you buy this one specific PlayStation model, and it was always sold out. Like they never had them. I was like, wow, all right, screw you then, and I just never went back to PlayStation. Like, whatever, man. Like, a relay, Type A and Type B. Where's a relay? Aha! Fuse box. Relay coming with me. I'm assuming it's this one. But yeah, and I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna go back to the way I was doing it. And now I'm a PC player. Forever and ever. I love computers though. They're just so fascinating, Just the technology in that can make such a powerful piece of equipment so small. With billions of like little processors or little transistors. It's like amazing to me. Alright. Now I gotta figure out how to do a clutch. Which I assume I'm gonna need to take the axle out for? I would assume this is probably rear wheel drive, isn't it? I figure if I gotta do clutches, I gotta get into the transmission. Yeah. Alright. Take out the drive shaft. I know that's going to be where obstacles. Okay. It is Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. It's actually pretty fun. I'm kind of enjoying it. Oh, I can't get that off. I take you. Stopping. Ah, the starter. It's a pretty good little game. I've been watching Zombie Ninja play it. One of the guys I play with.
And usually, I'm not a big fan of Sims like this. Like, I like Sims, but usually it's not my cup of tea. But I like it. I'm kind of glad I bought it. I think it's like, I don't know what it is on console, like how much, but on PC it's like 25 bucks. So I assume on console it's not that far away. On what it is. Let's see. Clutch. How many different? Oh, it's okay. Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I need you, and I need you. Should be all we need. I will say it's a pretty good little game. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, but and that's kind of how some games are, you know. Especially if they're a simulator game. That's half the fun. Figuring out how to do stuff and I have a lot of parts to sell into that. Lots and lots of parts. Well, that's everything other than the fluids I gotta do. I think. Let's see. Yep, all that repair's done. Okay, then I just gotta do that and that. Alright. Let's add that motor oil. Hell yeah. Nice part is I drained all the fluids earlier, so. And I think that's everything I'm gonna have to do to this car. I guess this car just didn't have a reservoir. I didn't really think about it. It's pretty much the first radiator I've had to deal with. And I think he's done. Yep, and complete. Fire in the hole. Yeah, 2600 and I leveled up. Let's see, what do I want? Let's see. Parking alley. What's that? Front expansion. Top. Best path. I don't want that, but I also need to save some money. Like, let's try this one. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what we get on our case. Ooh, bonus XP. Hell yeah. Ooh, more bonus XP. Ooh, now we're ready to do our next job. Oh. Cool. Interesting. It's definitely a way to get XP. Definitely a way to get XP. Wow, you can get a lot of XP doing this. Why was I not doing this before? That's a pretty easy way to get XP. I like it. That's not good. pushing it. Refill pen. I done all that checking. Well, good thing I done all that checking because I'll get XP for it, but. They're probably like, why is this man checking like everything but what we need him? What do we need him to? Oh man, be like, well, you see. Oh. God damn. I got the hiccups now. Time move. Oh man. Oh. God damn. Oh, well, since I have those, I'm gonna run away. So you all have it handy of a day. Yeah. And I'll see you, excuse me, all tomorrow. Or tonight. God damn it.